I've never been in a film where people are cheering and dancing and kind of, that's exciting, you know.
Nicole's barking like a dog, Jim Broadbent's wearing fat suits, I'm on my knees through like for 8 months of my life.
I read that you said that success, no. It's not
What
gonna
have
be
I
one of
said
those.
now?
It's actually pretty cool that success breeds complacency. Is pushing yourself artistically a reaction to that, to make sure that doesn't happen?
Yeah, because I think if you get really successful, then you tend not to drive yourself, or you tend not to challenge yourself. And to remain true to what you do, you've got to keep kind of looking for new horizons, you know.
I would think that being so busy, though, being a mom and all that stuff would sometimes distract you as well, though, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes, very much so. I have an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old, and so that's, you know, that's once you actually become a mother, it's a different. Your priorities are completely skewed to them. But artistically, I think you still have to say, there's still things I want to explore. There's still things I want to say. There's still people I want to work with, and it's, you know, and I'm in a position to do that. And the stuff I tend to choose tends to be more out there.
It is a love story, and it's got that fairy tale thing and a Shakespeare vibe and everything.
Yeah.
Why do you think this film's getting so much, it's almost getting the controversial coverage, almost like...
Is
like
it?
Yeah, you know, people are talking about it like, oh my God, a musical and in Paris and everything, you know?
I think that's what he does. I mean, when he had Romeo and Juliet, people were saying, well, Shakespeare and speaking Shakespeare and setting it in Miami and Leonardo and DiCaprio in Shakespeare. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, he certainly chooses things that gets people talking.
I know, it's almost like, how can we piss off the people who don't get it?
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of just audience reaction to this film, it's amazing when they go and see it. I've never been in a film where people are cheering and dancing and kind of, that's exciting.
Style, man, does Baz ever have an eye for that? He just has his specific vision and goes for it.
Yeah, he totally does. And his wife, Catherine Martin, is like captain of the style team. You know, she puts out the whole sets, the costumes, and the two of them together develop the whole look of the movie.
Is there a real, was there a real sense of the theatricality of it all?
Well, if you talk to Baz for any length of time, you know, he's full of theatricality, if I could even say.
Dude, I don't even know if it's a word. I just threw it out there. I was like, can I get away with it?
Yeah, no, it is a word. And he's full of it. I mean, theatricality. And that's the truth. I mean, you know, from the very beginning, he gives you demonstrations. He does miniatures of the world. He does computerized storyboards with your photos in it. So you know what it's going to look like. And he did videos using stock footage of silent films that did Moulin Rouge movies from the past and other movies, and then put like Run DMC on it, you know. And so you saw what he was going after. You got a feeling for everything that you were going to see at the end of the movie. So it wasn't really a big surprise. I knew how beautiful it was going to be.
The theater that you've experienced now and the films, this film, do you think it really captures what makes theater magic?
Yeah, I think that this film is audacious, you know, and it's bold in its filmmaking, and I think that that's necessary now in cinema, that you see that, because otherwise, you know, we're just being given the same old thing all the time. And Baz, the director, comes from an opera background, and he also comes from a theater background, and I think you certainly see the those elements in his filmmaking.
What do you think it is about him that just drives him, that gives him the balls to just go for it? Is it a little madness?
Completely naive and innocent still, in a weird way. He has not been corrupted in terms of his belief in what he can achieve and what he can do, and that's beautiful to see. And he's just wild and crazy, but all of those in my world are great compliments.
Absolutely, especially in this world.
Yeah.
This world.
And he's willing to just go for it. And he's also a romantic, which is why he makes these love stories, but he sets them against these huge kind of spectacular backdrops. But primarily it is a love story.
Well, I guess, I mean, you really have to put a lot of trust in somebody with a vision this specific, because you're running around on your knees.
Yeah, Nicole's barking like a dog, Jim Broadbent's wearing fat suits, I'm on my knees through like for 8 months of my life. There was a lot of faith and trust to put into him.
So anything that he can give you up front as an actor, showing you like with storyboards and with the computer stuff, that really helps, I would imagine.
Yeah, it totally helps. And they have these new modern devices that you cut the latest footage. You can cut it right there before you do the next take. and cut it into the movie, so you could see exactly how things fit in.
You know, Nicole said something interesting, that that success can breed a certain amount of, I guess, complacency.
Yeah.
If you have a lot of success, you can become complacent with stuff, and she pushes herself by taking some different things to make sure she doesn't get complacent. Is that a similar thing that you have? You like to really push yourself artistically?
I used to be like that. I want to be a little complacent now. I'm
Really?
tired of struggling so hard and creating characters that are so challenging. I mean, that's what made me feel cool and made me feel like I was doing something really amazing, was when I really challenged myself, like in Spawn or Wong Fu and this and Toulouse-Lautrec. But I think I want to do stuff that's a lot closer to myself and explore my own personality for a change.
Like makeup and costumes, just to leave that behind for a little while?
Leave anything that has to do with a prosthetic or more makeup than 15 minutes, I'm not doing. That's it.
This
Of course,
film-
until they offer me like a lot of money, then it's like, okay,
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Sure.
I'm there. I will try to take contact with.
Grinch 2? Okay, I'll do it. But the- you know.
I'll do my own makeup.
Do you think that there's really no real reward unless you're willing to risk it all?
No, I think people who, you know, do the next comedy that comes along, or, you know, that's craft, that there's dignity and fulfillment in being really good at a craft, you know, or whatever. But I feel, me personally, I mean, it doesn't feel that risky to me. I don't feel like that. I'm not going like, oh my God, I really got to push. How daring. I just think I would like to see music cinema work. Okay, off we go. You know, we're not for hire. I don't ever read other people's materials. I just decide with my team, what are we going to make? You know, let's investigate Shakespeare and look at it, Shakespeare, as if Shakespeare was directing a film. You know, we take 4 years to do that. Let's do an election campaign because we believe in the Republic in Australia. We do that. Let's do Vogue magazine as a guest editor because that would be fulfilling and interesting. I mean, our life is our work. It's inseparable. So it's just about making life choices.
So much has been made of this film in the press. It's almost like it's getting controversial type press, you know, when there's like some controversy about it. But it's just really kind of a simple love story, fairy tale set in this kind of period.
With
that's
tuberculosis
really
thrown in like most love stories
Yeah,
have.
that's right. Is it freaking you out about the kind of buzz that's been created about it, almost in that controversial way?
I think
Because
that's
it's a
what makes it
musical?
exciting, man. I mean, first of all, I think because of the huge hype and expectation, this movie's one of the most awaited movies in the last decade. And so you're going to have controversy, man. It's a musical, for crying out loud, a period musical with funky, fat, techno beat and hip-hop beat in it. I mean, what do you expect? People are going to get weirded out by it. But I think that's what rocks the, you know, rock the boat a little bit.
And just a ballsy move for Baz to take a movie that is kind of appropriating French culture and history and premiere it at
In
their
Cannes.
festival.
And show it to them and show it back to them. And they stood
what
up
do you
and
think?
jumped.
I know.
6-minute standing ovation. Those French, they don't know anything.
On that note, thank you very much, John.
Thank you,
nice
man.
to see you
Take it
again.
easy.